Old places.
They did
were
the old
refurbished.
Grove Arcade.
Yes,
they redid all that.
beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
Elegant Grove
Yes.
Arcade.
Yep.
And the places are now, many of them are alternatives. It's sort of like the new Haight-Ashbury, too. It's, well, only upgraded. Upgraded with higher level, higher minded energies here. And the town was alive with people and energy. And we knew then that this was where we needed to go.
So,
But it wasn't until,
yeah.
for 6 months later, until we went to the top of Mount Pisgah,
okay.
that they really told us why we were there.
All right.
So we
That's
went
what I
up there and we saw the sign. And it said, this is, Mount Pisgah means the place that's in the Bible that's called the Promised Land, from where Moses.
Are you serious?
I never knew that.
It's right
From where
there.
Moses...
From where Moses
Oh
saw
my
the
God.
Promised Land. That's Mount Pisgah.
Oh
It's
my
right in the
God.
Bible. I never heard of it.
That is huge.
Huh.
We were in the Himalayas, it is. We were in the Himalayas and researched the very same thing about where Moses went when he was transfigured. And more about the life of Jesus after the time that is recorded in the Bible, when he traveled all over the world. And but that was it. It said Mount Pisgah. We saw it right there. It's right there in a great big U.S. Park Service sign that says, "This is the land named after the mountain where Moses came and saw the Promised Land." Right down there, Hominy Valley is the Promised Land. In that area. That's one of the areas, but the whole area is the Promised Land, not just that area.
Well, so...
So when we saw that, we said, wow, this is it. It wasn't just those beautiful, windy, curvy mountain roads that we knew. We were told it has all the treasure and all the energy and all the Atlantean. It was right there, and even the early settlers felt that and called it the Promised Land. This is the new age, the new world, the new heaven.
So what
when
is
we
it
saw
gonna
that,
look like?
we knew. Our whole bodies vibrated. We knew.
Wow. So what does that mean for, I mean, what kind of changes are going to occur? I mean, everybody wants to get a feel for what to expect.
That's a very good question. And that's one of the pieces of information that our extraterrestrial guides want to bring through. Now, they talk of a place of milk and honey when the streets are paved in jewels. And they have that here, don't they? Don't they have that here in these mountains? They have emeralds, sapphire, ruby, crystal, growing right out of the earth. You can see it. You can pick them. And people are all around picking and sifting and looking. It's literally made of, the streets around us are made of emerald, ruby, sapphire, crystal. And they emit a very high energy frequency, which will make a new heaven and a new earth where people will absolutely walk hand in hand, caring for one another. The changes will be that there will be some great change that will come upon our financial systems and our businesses and our methods of education. And we don't all have to have it all crumbling down and turn back into the caveman. We can actually elevate it and lift it up and purify it so that it really serves one another. We are our brothers and sisters' keeper. And that, they say, is the main change, that we will become loving with one another. We will truly understand what it means to be our brother and sister's keeper and take care of each other.
I want that
Truly.
so badly. Please say that that's really
That's
good.
why you're here. You'll help create it. Your very dynamics, the star seed that you are, will help to create that. You're doing that right now.
Don't believe in something negative. Always believe positive. It will happen. I don't think of may not happen. No, it will be, and we are all together.
She's such a great teacher, Moira. She's always very positive. Sometimes I'll get into thinking like what I guess most people think. Oh, the negative here, this is negative. How is this going to... No, right away, she's always very positive. Everything's positive. Everything you see is perfect.
And then I had my students, and there was a male, a boy. And he wanted to carry the book like that, like a woman. But the boy, I bet the boy doesn't want that. He wants to something different. He's a boy, but he wants to have the books in his arm like a man, like a woman. There's nothing wrong with that. We can always be, I'm a woman, you're a man, that's okay. And so I had on the blackboard, my children are, these children are going to do something.
When all this
when
sad world needs.
Don't worry, my dear, because this is what a sad world needs. If it's a sad world, then you smile and you laugh and you. And
so many creeds, so many religions.
So many creeds, so many paths, so many
paths
that wind and wind. When just the art of being kind is all this sad world needs. Smile. and everybody smile together. And never cry, because there is no death. And if we are always smiling and we never quarrel, we never think negative of something negative. And so this is my son, and his wife went to heaven. I don't tell him died. He went to heaven. My mother and father all went to heaven. And when I pray and I feel and I see them up there, they were sitting together and they were very happy. So I don't believe there's death.
Right.
There's no death.
Right. It's all energy. It's all paralleled.
Yeah.
Interdimensionally.
Yeah, and the food that we eat are the fresh fruits and vegetables. We never ate chicken. When the chicken in the Philippines is it gets the blood comes out.
Yeah.
And then you eat the body. That's terrible. So we only eat fresh fruits,
So too.
and vegetables.
I think it's terrible too.
We are vegetarians,
Thank you.
and we believe in ahimsa, which is a Hindu word, Sanskrit word for harmlessness to all life. But we've also learned over a period of time not to judge one another. So if people are not there yet, we're all on a scale, and we're all moving up the scale,
That's
and we're
true
on
too.
different places of the scale.
Having tolerance for
Yes,
one another.
having love. It's more
Love
important
and
that we love one
tolerance.
another and tolerate one another's ways, rather than saying, "Oh, I'm much higher than you because I don't eat meat."
Yeah.
That's worse.
That's again causing separation. Well, it's very. Could you speak about like the financial structure and how to keep those fears at bay, because, it is a scary time. They are scary times.
Well, you might say a lot of this information is on our website at stardovespart4.
Okay.
And people are free to go there and spend a lot of time studying everything. We don't charge to go around and look at all that information. Now, the financial structure is going to be made anew in that there's going to be a new type of system which is going to be designed by not these economic masters that we have nowadays doing it. There's going to be an extraterrestrial system of barter and exchange, in that there'll be some kind of a program when you bring out your credit card or your wallet that won't look like they are now. There'll just be a light. And they'll say, oh, this person has these abilities, has all of this, and light will come from it. And they'll exchange that light, that energy, that information with the other person's wallet when they pull it out, for example. And they'll have their light. And they'll say, oh, I'm very much in need of this kind of light, this kind of energy, so I can take it back and build my whatever with it. Do you have that? If you do, I'll give you these. And the light will exchange and everybody go away happy. There'll be a different kind of system.
That's beautiful. Is there a timing with that, or is it going to be like
by 2012? All of these systems are going to come into place. Now, that doesn't mean that all of a sudden, bingo, right at 2012, everything's going to be transformed in the twinkling of an eye. Although why not? But basically, what is going to happen by then is all of these new systems. Like now, we have in America, the president is wanting to drive through a vote on an important health bill and get it done by Christmas. Well, this is what 2012 is. It's like, get all these things done. Get them in place. They got to get going for planet Earth. We've got cosmic minds working on all that. So these new programs and systems will all be in place by that date. And that's one of our goals that we're doing at our Light Lodge. We call it Stardove Smoky Mountain Light Lodge. And what that is that we have a small 4-bedroom lodge and 22-area campground when the weather's warm, and a 22-acre site to walk up and down and go up in the back of the mountains all the way. You can hike until you can drop and look at Mount Pisgah there.
Sounds beautiful.
But what that's going to be is that's an area where we have people come from all over the world. In fact, on December 31st,